Zani, and I am a third grade math and science teacher at the Inwood Elementary School in Florida. I taught in Jamaica for 15 years, and I am on my second year of teaching in the United States. In this brief reflection, I will address three important questions about teacher passion and professionalism. The first question that I will address is, why do teachers lose their passion for teaching within the first 5 years? Well, many teachers begin their professional journey with excitement, passion, creativity, and a strong commitment to make a difference. However, studies show that within 5 years, nearly half of them leave the classroom. According to Mulvihill 2019, one of the most common causes of early teacher turnover is emotional culmination from high workloads, inadequate administrative support, and a sense of isolation. Teachers often face unrealistic expectations, managing behavioral issues, preparing students for standardized tests, and meeting the ever changing policies, all while trying to provide individualized instructions. These pressures can produce a feeling of powerlessness and frustration. Sonia Niento, 2014, described this feeling as teachers feeling like their professionalism is constantly being questioned. Teachers struggles on the inside, even when their passion collides with the realities of inadequate resources or when their opinions have little or no value in decision making. Research from Ingersoll and Merrill 2017 found that early teacher who lack mentoring or professional autonomy are far more likely to leave the profession. So, both internal and external factors, stress, workload, and lack of professional respect, combine to drain passion from many educators during their first few years. Why do I stay as an education professional? Well, despite the challenges that I've mentioned, I continue to teach because teaching gives me purpose. Being able to shape lives daily and witness my students grow and blossom academically, socially, and emotionally, that allows me to make a lasting difference and to advocate for equity in education. According to Teach Outside the Box, many teachers stay as educators because they have an inner commitment to the satisfaction that they feel when forming connections with their students and observing their achievements as they grow. That resonates with me deeply as my passion is renewed in those moments when I witness the joy and satisfaction on my students' faces, when they finally grasp a difficult concept, when they feel safe to express themselves, or when they discover their own potential. Another reason I stay is professionalism. I believe, as NATO 2015 reminds us, that teachers have incredible ways to influence all stakeholders in education, whether through collaboration with colleagues, communication with families, or leadership within the school. I strive to model integrity, care, and lifelong learning. These are values that define my role as an education professional. What threatens my passion to teach? Many factors challenges my motivation. External stressors, such as overwhelming workload, changing curriculum, or a lack of material sometimes made teaching a burden. As Mulvihill 2019 discussed, many teachers, myself included, feel confined to follow testing dictated policies outlined by the system rather than following creativity. When it feels as though compliance overrides students' needs in making instructional decisions, my enthusiasm threatens to diminish. I must also mention the internal factors. High stress levels and burnout are real threats. When the balance between personal well being and professional responsibility become uneven, fatigue can take over. The key for me is staying grounded, reminding myself of my purpose, celebrating small successes, and keeping support. Well, I seek support from my colleagues. According to Ron Feld, 2015, teachers who collaborate regularly experience higher job satisfaction and stronger commitment to teaching. That sense of community keeps my passion alive. My final question is, how do I influence stakeholders with my professionalism? I influence stakeholders with my professionalism when I maintain high expectations while treating all my students with respect and demonstrate ethical behavior. My aim is to demonstrate that teaching is not just a job. It's not just a means of bringing food to the table, but it's a calling. I communicate regularly with parents, engage positively with administrators, and contribute to school initiatives. Through professionalism, I aim to uplift the image of teachers and influence others to see that education is a shared responsibility. In short, even when external pressures threatens to dull our enthusiasm, professionalism, purpose, and persistence help us to remain committed. Teaching is more than instruction. It is advocacy, connection, and continuous learning. Thank you for listening, and thank you for continuing to make a difference every single day.